What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by Autobahn. My name is Max, and today you join me on a lovely summer morning. It is 8 AM on a Saturday, and we are here. The sheep are awake, and it's finally the day. We're testing a Porsche 996. It's never happened before, weirdly enough. And well, it is not just any 996. This is a 996 turbo, which has a RUF 550 package on it. So it is a very cool car. So today I'm going to show you around it. I'll show you all the roof stuff. We'll talk a bit about the 996 turbo in general, and then we'll take it for a drive towards the Autobahn for an Autobahn blast. So 996 was very underappreciated for a long time. It was kind of not really a cool car. It was not really a pretty car, and I think it kind of got out of a dip and is now on the up again. Well, it's been for a couple of years now, and I think that's mainly down to the fact that my generation, I was born in 1990, this was the Porsche from age 7 to age 16, so it's been part of my car development years, and the turbo has always been just an incredible car to me. So I was really happy when we got a message from Jochem asking us if we wanted to drive his 996 turbo with this roof package. So let's do a walk around. We'll start at the front with the turbo bumper. Very nice aggressive front bumper with a tiny splitter here as well. We've got a roof badge to let people know that you're not driving a regular one. Of course, the clear glass for the turbo, and this has upgraded xenon headlights. This car does not have the like the fried egg headlights with the orange, which they kind of got rid of. Yeah, they got rid of because people didn't really like it. Now, this car was introduced in 1997, and Porsche had some financial issues back then. It was not really going that well, and to cut costs in the development of this car, they shared the development for a lot of parts with the Porsche Boxster, which is something people didn't really like back then, because they said, well, I don't want to drive around in a 911 that shares parts with the cheaper version. But they did save around 30% of the development cost just by taking the suspension from the 993 and modifying that instead of developing an all-new suspension setup, because it is the first all-new platform since the first 911. It is also the first water-cooled engine, of course, in the 911. So they did have quite a lot of development costs anyway, so they wanted to save a bit, and that is where they saved a bit of that. They also took the 6-speed manual from a 993 and modified that. So yeah, anyway, we've got these very cool roof wheels. Look at those. It's like a roof interpretation of the turbo fan wheels, I would say. And then behind that we've got the Porsche brakes with 6-spot GTS brake calipers and Pagid endurance brake pads. We've got Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires, which is very nice. These are 18-inch, little 18-inch wheels. Super cool. 225 tire at the front. We've got lowering springs as well on this car. The quintessential turbo air intake on the hip there. Of course, you have the wide body as well for the turbo, which back then was only for the 4-wheel drive versions. It's got 4-wheel drive, of course, the turbo, and the Carrera 4 also had 4-wheel drive. So those were the only wide body cars. And this is a 295 tire at the rear. It also has Bilstein dampers. It's got a Brombacher exhaust, 200 cell cat, downpipes. Let's take a look at the engine. The 3.6 liter turbocharged engine, twin turbocharged I should say, and you can actually see the engine in the 996, which is nice. So here it is. It is the first water-cooled engine, as I said, but because this has the RUF 550 package, you get the KKK K24 turbos, which RUF modifies. Those are actually also the same turbos that you got on the X50 package, which was a package that brought the power from 420 stock to 450 from factory, and it got different turbochargers, and those are the turbochargers that RUF used. So it's got 550 horsepower, 780 newton meters, and according to RUF it should be able to do 351 kilometers an hour. It also has different turbo hoses, it's got different engine mounts, it's got different headers, GT2 intercooler, it's got software for the engine and for the transmission, and it's got a different transmission cooler as well. So yeah, actually quite a lot of like proper old school tuning, which is super cool. Lovely roof badge as well, and these exhaust tips are just so cool. They are so weird, and that is what makes them so cool. Kind of a weird exhaust, how that runs like into here, and then this one is from there. It's kind of strange, but apparently it got different headers because of the lowering. So turbo badge, super cool. We've got these turbo seats as well. Very nice seats, and then Jochem added this really cool touch of this turbo badge in the rear, which apparently you can't get if you have the Bose speakers. He also has a rear seat delete. Lovely carbon fiber trim on the interior, like old school carbon on the steering wheel as well. Super, super nice. And of course, let's start her up. We also have the gorgeous 5-dial instrument cluster, proper Porsche. As you might have seen, the 992.2 now has a digital instrument cluster. This is it. This is the stuff. I mean, this will be beautiful in 30 years. Show me a digital speedo that will look good in 30 years. Well, okay, there are a few Japanese cars that actually have cool displays now 30 years later, but anyway, those are the exceptions. So interior is actually pretty nice. I quite like it. It looks good as well for 133,000 kilometers. Not bad. Jochem bought this car from Denmark, and apparently I think it's a 2001 car, and in 2008 it got this roof treatment, and then Jochem bought it, you know, as it is, and he had quite a bit of maintenance to do, but yeah, he's very happy with it, so that's good. Incredible car. It sounds like deep. There's no exhaust valves or anything. This is just the way it sounds. Let's go to manual mode for the gearbox. This is the 5G Tronic from Mercedes. He actually also installed these Mercedes pedals. You can actually, this is just the Mercedes pedal shift, so you don't have the stupid like Tiptronic buttons. I think the horses are here. Yeah, they're still here. The zebra horse and the regular horse. So gearbox wise, you know, to today's standards, of course, it's like super slushy. But if you sort of work around that, it is doable. And it sounds just amazing. It's so purposeful, you know. It doesn't make a sound it doesn't need to make, and I love that. I just despise the pops and bangs and the crackles, and I mean, sure, it's like spectacular and extreme, but I don't like the principle of it, that you're making noises and sound that you don't need to make to go faster, and this is kind of the quintessential sound like of power. It's not a beautiful sound. It sounds like a bit industrial. You hear the turbo, you hear just a loud blowing through the exhaust. Of course you do hear the flat six, but yes, I'm so happy that this is the first 996 I'm driving, because no way this is going to disappoint, right? So handling wise, also very nice. Power steering feels natural, nice and heavy. It's got a very light front end actually. Turn off traction control. Man, this is a cool car. The power delivery is also it's just amazing. It's kind of laggy, of course, because you know it's an old school turbo, so from like 4,500 RPM, that's when it starts to really go. So of course we're going to hit the Autobahn. Yeah, we'll just keep it in manual mode, PSM off. The spoiler, I didn't even show you guys that, but it has an automatic spoiler at the rear, a raising and lowering spoiler. I can just see it going down now. So, as I said, it's like 8 in the morning, so it should be okay. Should be not too busy. Alright, here we go. Full throttle. Oh, it picks up so well. It is a powerful car, this. It really is. And because you only have a 5-speed automatic, those gears, those pulls are long. And it just adds to that like turbo beef character. It just, look at this. Look at it go. It's a 2001 car, this. It absorbs the bumps really well, actually. I mean, I will say a 350 would require some big cojones, right? Because I don't know if you guys saw the way it just moved around a little bit at 320, but that is of course down to, you know, engine in the rear, the front, there's no weight on there, and then it just gets lighter and lighter the faster you go. Oh, that is intense. That'll wake you up in the morning. That's better than a coffee. So temperatures and stuff, everything just looks perfectly okay. Oh, it picks up so well. The character of this drivetrain is just something special. 100 to 200 we also measured that, and we did around 8 seconds. I'm not sure exactly, but you can see it in the list now, which is proper quick. Oh, it just goes. This thing is amazing. Man, I love old performance cars, I really do. I think they are so much better than modern ones. In a driving way, in a connection way, it feels like, because it's so mechanical and because you can feel and hear what's happening, sort of. I feel like that's why you kind of bond with the car as well. And it sort of develops like a character and just a personality, which modern cars just won't be able to do ever. That's not bad at all. So last little run back towards the gas station. Brakes also work. Man, it's really quick. It's really quick. I love it. I absolutely love it. Jochem, thank you so much for taking it to us. Really appreciate you coming down early morning and letting us have a go, and you know, allowing us to have our first 996 experience. And you know, what a way to do it. What a special car. And of course, RUF delivers again. We've driven their cars. They are just amazing, and I look forward to driving more of those because, oh, special cars. So to you guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it as well. You can subscribe by clicking the big button in the middle. You can also check out this video or this playlist. See you at the next one. Bye.